Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have a first drive of the Citroen e-C3. We're just outside Vienna, beautiful weather, thatched cottage in the background, just like the west of Ireland. The C3 is an important car for Citroen because if it's 30% of their market share globally. May not be 30% in Ireland because we're moving away from those smaller cars, but I think this is going to start to bring some of that market share back. It's the fourth generation, it's 21 years old. They've sold 5.6 million of them, so they know what they're doing when they're actually talking about the C3. But every single time they've brought a new version out, they've reiterated it. So now it's taller, it's 10 centimeters taller, roughly the same footprint. So we're going to have a look around the outside, the inside, and then take it out for a drive. This is going to be an important car for Citroen. A lot of competition from the likes of BYD, Dacia in this B segment, more affordable side of things. This will come in petrol, but on this channel we're only interested in the electric version. In the top 8 markets for Citroen in Europe, we've got a price of 23,300. So we're hoping it's going to come in and around the 25 or 26. No confirmation of that yet. Probably going to get this later in the year. Really, it's going to be a 251 registration plate in Ireland. Let's have a look around the outside, the inside, and then take it out for a drive. So the Citroen e-C3, this is the 2CV blue from the original. Lovely flat front on it. I really like what they've done with it and bringing it up now. That's always going to be happening with an electric vehicle. So you need to fit the battery in underneath. But it's 100 millimeters taller than the current e-C3. Same footprint roughly as a Peugeot e-208, obviously coming from the same Stellantis family. We've got that new Citroen badging that we're starting to get used to, and lots of chevrons going on around the place. So this is the first element of chevron. We're going to open up the bonnet now in a second so you can see lots of space and aftermarket. Front would be phenomenal. We've got some cooling here, more chevrons in underneath there. I've got the air conditioning on the inside, so hence why it's making a bit of noise. We've got some aero down along the side. We've got these color-coded strips on either side that you can change. I'll put up some B-roll as to the different options that are currently here. And these gorgeous new Citroen lights. So 2 horizontals and a vertical, and they're same front and rear. You've got your high-low beam module and your indicator there as well. Let's pop open the boot so you can see the kind of space that we had inside. I've got my full air con on in there. Acres of space inside here. If I can figure out where the latch is. Always fun. Oh yeah, take it up. So lots of space inside here for an aftermarket frunk if you did need it. So now, good big hunk of a bonnet. This is based on the e-C3, same platform as you have in Citroen in India, just with that older body style. And then I've got that, because it's an SUV, or it looks like an SUV, you've got more chevrons here. 17-inch alloys. There are 205, 50, 17s on the front. The alloys come across all of the range. Got some nice creases and cuts you can see there. This is the two-tone in the white and the blue. Probably one of my favorite ones. It does come in red as well, and we will take the red out for a drive. Got that large gloss black with some nice silver here, and that indicator then as well. No blind spot on it, unfortunately. Some nice creases down along the side. You've got that black, matte black cladding, gloss black door handle, gloss black B-pillar, gloss black roof rails. This two-tone comes in black or white, depending on the color combination. Then you have those orange inserts here as well. Charging 7 kilowatt is standard and 11 kilowatt optional, and up to 100 kilowatt on DC. So on the 44 kilowatt hour battery, 20 to 80% in 26 minutes. It will come in a smaller 29 kilowatt hour battery. This is WLTP of 320. The smaller battery, WLTP of around 200. Miles for the larger battery, around 199 miles. Up top then you've got your little dogtail aerial, you've got your spoiler, high-level brake lamp in underneath here, window wiper, some more chevron action going on, and then those lights, 2 horizontal, 1 vertical, with the indicator built in. Gorgeous large e-C3 then again with the umlaut. Boot not bad, 310 litres. Bit of a lip, in all fairness to it, down, 60-40 split. Little light inside there as well, not much else. Little partial shelf, but good opening. Down at the very bottom then you have your fog light, more chevrons. So hopefully you like chevrons. So that is the exterior of the Citroen e-C3. We're going to have a look on the inside now. And the fact that I left the aircon running is definitely going to pay off when I get inside here. Jump into the comments and let me know, is it on your shopping list? Are you thinking about it? What country are you watching this from? Have you ordered it already? This is going to start to deliver in June or July to dealers, and then September for customer dealers. Delivery is what we were told. Now, in the back, I better turn down the AC so that you can actually hear me. We go in the back first. Some nice touchy buttons down there. Doesn't like the fact that so in the back you have your electronic window. How far down does it go? Nearly all the way. We'll take that. Some texture plastic, some silver inserts. You've got the feel good. You have it all the way along here actually on the fencing. Be cool, have fun, be happy, all that kind of stuff. So that's what they're saying here. I love the little soft touch vegan, and then the white brightens it up. Tops of the chairs are all white and the roof is all white as well. You have these active Citroen seats, comfort suspension, 2 Isofix, and 3 headrests in the rear. I'll put that fella up. There we go. So seat, yeah, get in behind it. What's it like in underneath for the leg feet? Yeah. Now, listen, it's tight, it's B segment. In the back of the chairs, you have phone holder and magazine rack. You have your 2 USB Type-Cs and a 12 volt in the back of the center console, and that center console moves forwards and back as well. Headroom. What's the sweaty head and Derek like? Yeah, loads. Like, I'm 188 centimeters, 6'2". So acres of space, height-wise. A bit tight on the leg room, but again, I'm above normal height, above average height. Probably could pull that forward as well. What are the other stats? So we have the advanced comfort suspension and seats, automatic air conditioning, rear parking sensor. So this is the max version. There's 2 trims. Safety brake, lane departure warning, speed limit recognition, 12.25-inch touchscreen. We'll talk about that in a second. The navigation, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wirelessly, smartphone charging, temperature preconditioning through the My Citroen app, electrochrome interior rear view mirror, 60/40 seats, electric windows front and rear, side mirrors, electric side mirrors, automatic wipers, automatic headlights. Yeah. And on the design, on the outside, we've got the 17-inch wheels, the 3D LED rear lights, tinted rear windows, front and rear skid plates, roof rails, 2-tone roof, and the color clips. Good. Let's get into the front. On the driver's door, you have all the windows electronically, and then the fact to be able to close them down. You've got the side mirror adjustment. Over my left knee, you've got some lane keep assist off, roadside ignition, single switch, headlight. You've got your vent, but you've got a nice little clip here that you can clip your mobile phone holder onto it. Up top there, flickering on the camera, but not into my eye, is a total head-up display unit. Let's see if I can zoom into it. Yeah, you can see it all lit in the crowd there, but to the naked eye, it's actually looking great. Lovely steering wheel, new Citroen badging. On the left-hand side, you've got your cruise control, etc. And then on the right-hand side, you've got your volume, phone controls. Left-hand side is your lights and indicators. Right-hand side then is your wipers. And the steering wheel is reach and rake. So good for that. And with that height of that screen. On the Max version, you've got a 10.25-inch screen with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay built in. And you've got 3D navigation built into it as well. Phone, settings, very simple but very clear, which is great. And then you've got physical HVAC, so automatic climate control, HVAC, air conditioning, single zone, but we'll take that. Bit of gloss black going on, two cup holders. In behind that is the phone holder. Then we've got park, reverse, neutral, drive, and then it's automatically in B mode, and you have to put it into C mode to cruise. So it's on its highest regen when you're actually driving it. You've got that Stellantis switchgear and then that electronic handbrake behind that. You can see these gorgeous seats. Nice light fabric on the top. Metallic is the option on this one. And then they've got that chocolate bar design on the actual memory foam. Decent glove box. And you've got a little wireless, USB Type-C charger here, because on the base model, this is just a phone holder, so you'd be putting your phone there. Nice textured fabric here, your hazards, your central locking, and then you're in underneath here, you have got some storage, USB Type-C here then as well. In the front, again, acres of room, absolute acres of room. Where's my phone? We go through my notes to make sure we have everything. So what else have we got data-wise? I think of everything else covered before we take that red one out for a drive. Heated seats as well. Heat pump, we're going to confirm whether it's an option or not, because it's an LFP battery. Sometimes they don't perform very well in the colder weather. Also waiting for Euro NCAP testing to come out. It has ground clearance of 163, so it is slightly higher as well. Otherwise, I think we've covered fairly much everything. Produced in Slovakia as well. Less people to produce it as well. Cheaper to produce with the LFP battery. Let's have a look at the other colors and then take it out for a drive. Some of the other colors that you can get in the e-C3 two-tone as an option. And so you have the red with the black roof here, and it has the yellow highlight on it. Then we have the blue, which is the same blue as the original 2CV with the white roof, and this one has a little red accent. So you've got a couple of different of those little highlights. You've got the silver with the black. You've got black with a white roof. And then we've seen the blue already. We've seen the silver or the grey. And then you have white with a black roof. So yeah, what do you think? Which colours for you? Jump into the comments and let me know. Nice. We'll walk along by the back of them so you can see. So the white with the black roof, the silver with the black roof, the blue with the white, the black with the white. Yeah. What we'll do is we'll take this red fella out for a drive. Seems to be the halo colour. What's it like driving the e-C3? The lovely seating position, you're slightly higher than the original C3. Now I don't know that one because it was never an electric, but you've got these beautiful active comfort seats, first time in a B segment, and you also have the first time in a B segment, you have active suspension, or comfort suspension, and so it's hydraulic dampeners on the top. And so it is, now you can't control it, but it definitely takes the heavier bumps out of it, and the ride overall is super smooth, and that's something that we would have loved in the past from the C4, the C4X, and the other ones that are in the Citroen portfolio. Visibility is good with that high seating position. Yes, everybody wants SUVs, but in an electric vehicle land, the battery pack in underneath, you are sitting up higher in it. Great visibility out the front, very little blind spots, but I would like to see blind spot monitoring on the car, on the side mirrors, which we don't have, and the visibility out the rear looks to be good, and we have a wiper back there as well, as we've already seen on the outside of it. That head-up display, it's projected onto a black panel rather than the actual windscreen, but it's just below the dash, so there's no problem there. I'm loving this steering wheel. It's a bit smaller than the traditional Citroen steering wheel that you can see in this camera here. Flat top, flat bottom, and with my seating position, yeah, nice. Good tactile buttons as well. And on this trim, there's two trims, the upper level and the lower level. The upper level trim, you're getting your 10.25 inch screen. There's even a lovely little phone holder that we talked about as well when we did, so you can see where that would sit. There is no drive modes in the Citroen e-C3, so it is literally, you get what you get, and the throttle response is a small bit mushy. You know what, it gets there in the end. I think it's over 11 seconds, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, so you're definitely not going to be winning any drag races, but that's not what the e-C3 is about. It's very much about affordability, getting 4 to 5 people from A to B, 320 kilometer range. Because this is pre-production, I can't really talk about and hold much weight into it, but it's saying currently I'm getting 12.6 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers, 12.5 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers, totaling around here in the urban area, just outside Vienna here in Austria at the International Media Launch. So acceleration, the throttle feel is a bit wallowy, but it's not a performance electric vehicle. the seats are super comfortable, very nice. And that suspension, now they're decent roads, don't get me wrong. Coming up to a junction here now, so we're going to be trialing the brakes to see what they're like. Yeah, I really like that steering wheel. Everything has a, you know what, a very utilitarian feel in a good way. Good chunky stalks on it. Brakes are okay. Interestingly enough, at the briefing before we took the car out for the drive, the default is the 2-stage regenerative braking. It's it's in B mode in the sense, so they call it. And Stellantis have changed it from a B to a C. So if you want to cruise, you actually change the C if you want less regenerative braking. But overall, yeah, very happy with it. The physical HVAC buttons on the upper level trim, I believe they're knobs on the lower level trim. That efficiency is amazing. Light car, battery not bad size, range decent. I think they're onto a winner here. And we talked about it outside, how important the C3 is for Citroën around the world. It's not a huge seller in Ireland, just we don't like small cars. We want that more of an SUV feel. And so I think with this change of form and that higher up seating position, I think it's going to do very well. I like that head-up display as well. They've set it back far enough so even on a bright sunny day like today, I'm able to see that head-up display no problem at all, and it's just below the eye line. So some of the motor stats, we've got an 83 kilowatt electric motor on the front. This is similar, this is based on the e-C3 that's in India, which has the old body form on top of it, but it's a totally new body on top of this new version now. So if you type e-C3 into Google or YouTube, you'll see the old one. You're like, that's not the new e-C3, but it is the one that they've had in India for a while. So it's an 83 kilowatt motor on the front wheels, giving you 113 horsepower, and it's a 44 kilowatt hour pack. LFP giving you 320 kilometers worth of range, and there's going to be a 29 kilowatt hour battery pack, whether we'll get it in Ireland or not, and that gives you a WLTP of 200 kilometers. 0 to 111 seconds like we've talked about already, and a top speed on the Citroen e-C3 of 135 kilometers an hour. I don't know where you'd be going with that kind of speed, but it's there if you need it. That suspension is the advanced comfort suspension, is standard across all trims. Prices in Europe, they wanted to come in at sub 25,000, and they have in their top 8 markets of 23,300. We haven't had a price yet in Ireland. It's going to be closer towards the end of the year before we get that, but great to get a drive in it. Hopefully you've enjoyed my second look around the e-C3 and first drive here in Vienna. Looking forward to getting it back on right-hand drive roads to see what the efficiency is like, see what the handling is like. But if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Leave a like, drop a comment below, and remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thank you very much for watching, and I know if you'd enjoyed this video, you're going to enjoy that video too.